Hi, I'm Phyllis, southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to fix some wonton noodles the easy way. Now I'm going to leave a video I made a couple of years ago down below, the link to it, and I was making homemade wontons, which I've done many times, but the other day we were having some egg drop soup. In fact, let's see, it was Sunday night, and I was like, we don't have any wonton noodles. And I mean, what is egg drop soup without wonton noodles, right? So I thought, well, I'm going to try and make some with the tortillas. And just as, I mean, if it fails, it fails. But if it turns out good. So they turned out great, y'all. This is what I've used. Tortilla Land Tortillas. Now you can get these, they're 18 in here, and the cost is $3.28 in our Walmart. And you can get them in the refrigerated section where they sell cheese and everything, and these do have to be refrigerated because they're perishable. But they do keep a long time. They put one of those little packets in that kind of kills the oxygen. You'll find, in fact, I can feel one right there, one of those little square silvery things. Anyway, so we're going to make some wonton noodles, and today I'm making them to go with a salad. So let's get started. Let me turn this down so y'all can see. Now I'm using an old dark colored pan. I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees. We're going to cut this open now. And go ahead and take 2 of them out. And these do keep for a pretty good while. Here's the little thing I was talking about. Get that out. One of those little things, and you do want to leave that in there. So I'm just going to take 2 out because that's enough for us for our salad. And they're not all exactly the same diameter. Should have taken these out a while ago. It would make it a little easier. So I can pull a couple of them out real quick here. Yeah, we absolutely love these. All right, so we've got 2 now. I'm just going to separate them real quick here. That one, I did that with my fingernail. Kind of got a hole in it, but that doesn't make a bit of difference. All right, so what we're going to do is put a little bit of oil on one side of them. That's probably less than a teaspoon. So that oil's right in the middle. Let me move y'all closer so you can see what I'm doing. There. Move down like that. All right, I'm just going to flip it over with that oil on it. And just go all around, get the surface wet, and then just flip them over the other way. Get the other side with oil on it, like that, and then flip that one over. Now that little hole isn't going to make any difference. I did that with my fingernails, getting them apart. Normally they come apart. These are just super fresh though. All right, so we got both sides pretty well greased. Now I'm just going to put them right back together. I know this is so easy, it's just unbelievable. A pizza cutter. I'm just going to run strips down with both of them together. And again, we've got the oven heated to 400 degrees. And what I do is move my middle rack up just 1 notch higher in the oven. All right, so I cut them lengthwise, and I did 1 strip across, and then you just want to lay them out on your cookie sheet or whatever baking sheet you're using. And 2 will fit on this sheet, this baking sheet. Now they're going to look just like they're fried. In fact, you will not be able to tell the difference. And this is beyond easy, y'all. It's just incredibly easy. Yeah, so I really, really like to go to a Chinese restaurant and they make their own wonton noodles. But a lot of times you don't find that. See if we can leave those like that. And you just want to separate them just a little bit. Although they really don't stick together at all. Because you've got the oil, and of course I use the olive oil. I use that light tasting olive oil. Just line them up. And see, if I had cut them all like that, I could have almost left that bottom sheet just the way it was. I think that's one there. Yeah, that's just one. Alright, so we've got them kind of spread out. Just separating them a little bit. Let me see if I can get this one in here. That one like that. So we're going to cook them in the oven now at 400 degrees for just about 20 minutes. Works in my oven. Alright, I'm going to cut my camera off. When they get done, we'll be back. Alright, we are back, and guess what? I left these in the oven too long. They're too brown, so you know what? We're going to just do this over again. Let me get the tortillas back out and we're going to start over. Alright, we are back. I've put my hair up in a ponytail. I think I can think better, okay? Alright, so we're going to do 2 more of these. And I did turn my oven down. I noticed that it was at 425, so that's a little bit too hot. And I also moved my rack down to the middle of the oven. Alright, so let's take 2 more of these out. They're really super, super fresh. Alright. Did I get 2 or 3? Nope, I got 3. Alright, let's take this one and put it back. Alright. And this time, I'm going to cut them along straight lines with the pan. So again, about a teaspoon or less of oil right down in the middle. Should have taken those apart. And then just flip them over that oil. Rub them all together. Get oil on all parts of them. And then just flip them over. Do the other side like that. Flip them over again. Do the final side. Alright, get a paper towel and wipe my hands. Alright, now we're ready to cut them. So if I leave them, if I cut them like this, I won't have to separate that bottom tortilla. Make them a little bit fatter this time. Yeah, I could smell them trying to burn. I was trying to get our salad together for lunch and wasn't paying attention. So they need to really cook at about 400 degrees for maybe 15 minutes would be the time to check them depending on your oven. So I'm just taking the top layer off, spreading them out because you want them single layers here. I think they'll fit on the pan better this way too. Yeah. Yeah, when we had these the other night, I could not believe how good they were. And so much easier than making them homemade. Plus, when you're making them homemade, you're actually deep frying them, really. This way, you've only got, like, think about it, just 1 teaspoon of salt or oil, and the whole thing. Yeah. All right, so now we got a single layer. So it's going to go back in the oven. Make sure those are separated a little bit. cut all the way through those. Get a knife. And just cut through those. There, that'll do it. Alright, so they're going to puff up. Now I've already thrown away some of the ones that were too dark brown. But see how they puff up like that? Can y'all see that? I can't see my screen. Anyway, these will be right. So we'll be back when these are done, about 15 minutes. I want to show y'all what they look like cooking. Y'all see how they're all puffed up? Alright, probably another 5 minutes and they're going to be done. And my thermometer in there, or temperature gauge, is right at 400. But I did move my shelf down, and I'm baking on a dark colored pan. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, here they are. And look, a couple of them burned again. But those in the middle are fine. They're the ones I could salvage from the other try. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fix the salad, and we're going to have these with the salad. So we'll show you what all that looks like when we come back right back. Alright. Alright, y'all, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm going to do this one more time. Some of those are salvageable. The ones in the middle, right in there. So we're just going to go with it again, y'all. Alright. Got me 2 more of the tortillas out. Let me take this apart before I start doing it. Yeah, that's good. Alright, got a teaspoon or less. It's probably more like a half a teaspoon of the light tasting olive oil. Just going to smear it out. Flip it over. Get it on that part of it. And then just flip it over again. Get the back side. And again. So all the sides are all wet with the olive oil. Alright, this time I'm going to move it down to here and be able to leave one of them right where it is without having to pick them up. I'm cutting them again with the pizza cutter, and also I'm using the shiny pan this time so they won't cook as dark on the outside edges, plus making them a little fatter. This is really easy, y'all. Problem was cooking them. Alright, so now we're going to take them, that top layer off, and just place them around on the cookie sheet. And again, this is a shinier pan. I want them to not burn on the edges. And they do puff way up. And they don't really stick to each other that much. Anyway, I've got the salad almost ready. Mr. Bucky's not here right now. I think he went to the post office, but he should be back soon. So this is going to be our lunch for today. Actually, it's going to be our big meal of the day. Alright, now we're going to go again. I moved my rack down to the middle of the oven where it normally would be. And I've turned the oven down to 375. So we're going to check these after 15 minutes because I am really tired of burning them. Alright, y'all, we'll be back. This is the 3rd try. Alright, finally, success. I like them just lightly browned like this. Alright, so I've already got the plates out. Got to get the salad ready. I think that's Mr. Bucky coming home. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Alright, I wanted to go over again that 375 is what I cooked these at, and I cooked them really for about 17 minutes. See how they puffed up? I love them like that. Almost every one of them puffed up. Alright, let me get the salad ready and we'll be right back. Alright, at last we are ready to eat, and there's the salad. And this has cheddar cheese, and this is pintos that I cooked and froze, let's see, a week or so ago. and just froze a few of them, and they go really well on the salad. And we used the French style dressing that came from Aldi's. And there is failure number 1, failure number 2, and these could have actually stood to be a little browner probably, but I like them like this. See how they puff way up? When you cook them slower, they tend to puff up better. All right, y'all, we got a little tomato on the side there, mixed green salad, and I also added some iceberg lettuce to that just so there's some extra crunch in there, and our iced tea. All right, y'all, we will see y'all next time.